Welcome to episode number 55. Hey guys, welcome to Seek and Focus, and today's going to be a little bit different. I just thought I'd give you a quick heads up before I actually play the episode, but what it is, it's we recorded this episode in the car on the way back from a droning job, and this basically episode is about a heavy lift drone business that we started, I started with Volva, and he is running a ODINFLY, so ODINFLY, and it's a heavy lift drone that we are working on together, trying to get it off the ground and obviously make a business out of it. Drone that we are flying at the moment is a DJI FlyCart 30. This drone is approximately, I'm pretty sure it's about 60 or 65 kilos without a load, and close to 100 kilos with the load in the air. And what we are flying with it is we do marketing, and we fly flags. So marketing flags for different companies, I guess. So in this episode, we actually did a job for CFA, so Country Fire, I guess it's called agency or authority, and we did a job for them flying flags on the open day of CFA flag. But anyway, so that's basically what this episode is about, and it's more about introducing myself and Volva for his business. And it's an actually interesting episode. Volva comes up explains how the business came about, and how is hopefully we can do it in the future. But it's something fairly niche at the moment, and not a lot of people are doing it in Australia, especially with drone. So without further ado, enjoy the episode, and give me some sort of a feedback if you can, because this is something new, something exciting that we're doing.
Welcome to Seeking Focus, a podcast that provides photographers and videographers with a place to critically compare technology, share ideas, and enhance their skills.
Welcome to ODINFLY. My name is Marty, and
my name is Volva.
Volva, nice to finally get a few jobs happening and introduce ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
So what we are doing, we are the ODINFLY. So ODINFLY is a big drone service, thanks to this guy, because he got a bit excited and decided to buy this massive drone to do whatever needs to be done with it.
Yeah, man.
And so what we are talking at the moment about is the DJI FlyCart 30. And the FlyCart 30 is, how much does the drone weigh actually, Boba?
The drone itself,
yeah,
without
the load,
without the loading, 65
kilos,
yeah.
With the batteries,
with two batteries.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. And
so
can lift in this configuration with two batteries, can lift up to 30 kilograms legally.
Okay.
Definitely has bigger capacity, but for, I guess, safety reasons, 30 kilograms max.
Yeah. Cool. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to do this podcast just to bring it to you guys, to be able to say, hey, this is what we do, and how we do it, and give you sort of all the BTS, so behind the scenes things. We feel like it's really cool because we are pretty much the only people in Melbourne at the moment that are doing this sort of thing. Is that right? There's no one really else in Melbourne.
To my knowledge, yeah.
So
in Melbourne, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's someone in Sydney maybe doing it, and maybe there's someone in Brizzy as well doing it, I think, as well. But in Melbourne,
up north, at least one guy, I know him. Yeah. Okay. We had a chat a little bit about flags and how to fly them and all that. stuff around. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're coming back from a job at the moment. The job was in Starwell in Western Central Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 2.5 to 3 hour drive from Melbourne, and we had to quickly set up a fly at just after 8 o'clock this morning. So we left home quite early, about 4 o'clock in the morning, and managed to get in time. And yeah, we had really good weather actually, because we're flying here.
It was a miracle.
It was a miracle almost, because we're driving and it was raining all the way. And when we got to Starwell, the skies opened up. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting that we flew for what, good 45, maybe an hour all up.
Yeah.
Set up, including everything else, and driving back, and it's raining again. So
Yeah,
it's
just
like
left the place,
fantastic,
and it's still raining.
Yeah. So look, first episode of this podcast, we're gonna try to do this every job that we kind of go on, just to give you guys essentially a behind the scenes look of what we are doing and how we're doing it. Now, we both are fully certified operators, drone operators in Australia. I personally have so my Repul is like a Part 101, 107 actually, isn't it? 101 or 107 in America.
101, I think.
Yeah, so my Repul, and then I've got my REOC as well. On top of that, I've got my radio license, and also EVLOS, which is Extended Visual Line of Sight approval from CASA, from the Central Aviation Authority of Australia, and yourself as well, right? What licenses do you own?
Well, Rebel, yeah, the regular one.
Yep.
REOC for the company. Yep. To actually be able to do it commercially. Then type rating for FlyCart 30, because it's above 25 kilograms.
Yep. So I can potentially fly any aircraft that's under 25 kilos.
Yeah.
But then you've got that special permit to be able to fly the drone, essentially, that's more than 25 kilos, right?
Yeah.
And that's why the FlyCart behind us, the one that you actually see right there, the beast, is a lot more than 25 kilos. So at the moment, Bob, I can only fly. Yeah, just a little bit. So Bob, I can fly that, and I'm here to assist him from a advice and safety point of view. And obviously, safety is the most important thing that we do, because of the fact that people get excited, people get, almost they see this massive drone as we saw today, and people just come up to it and they want to have a look at it, they want to touch it, and we're like, no, don't touch it.
Take a picture, yeah. Ask some questions.
Yeah. So everything went well, and we'll probably talk about that probably at the end of the episode, and we'll give you a couple of good a bit of footage behind it as well. So I had my Action 5 camera filming most of the time, and so this is the first episode, so what I wanted to do is talk about how we sort of began and how we started. Now, there's two of us at the moment, however there is a third person, Dimitri, and Dimitri kind of brought everyone together.
The glue
that holds everything together. So Umbrella FPV is Dimitri, and I am Marty from 1x1 Media. So I do photography and videography and a lot of drone work at the moment as well. As mentioned before, I am fully certified to fly a FPV drones as well. So I do that service to my clients as well. And a lot of footage that I do for clients is essentially advertising purposes. So for social media, for YouTube. I've done a couple of commercials in the past as well, worked on some fairly big shoots as well, truck commercials, car commercials, a lot more stressful in that space as well. So it's fair bit to absorb essentially, but once you sort of keep moving, you start understanding the processes, you start understanding what we need to focus on and everything else. So my background is photography. At uni I did scientific photography, and and from that I kind of didn't think too much of it and kind of dropped everything, and I decided to do IT. So I did computers for probably 17 odd years, and worked in IT.
Huh?
Yeah, it's you know, I enjoyed it, but I think it was just at that time, when you're young, you can stay up till quite late, and you can, you know, doing server upgrades and other things. It works as well. You know, being corporate work, it's you know, it's more like a 9 to 5 thing. Once I sort of got my feel for my own work or working for myself, I basically kicked off a 1x1 media, bring advertising and video and sort of some really cool stuff. You know, proper lighting, proper microphones, everything is kind of puts everything into perspective in a video production. When I finished my course, because I did scientific photography, back then I had to essentially work with either forensic photographer with police, or a photographer as in a hospital, taking photos of victims, burn victims, abused kids, or whatever else. And initially it sounded quite cool, but later on you kind of think about it, it's really kind of quite, it's taxing, and it's also very much a mentality, I think, mental state of a person doing that day in, day out. It can be tricky. So I decided to step away from it, and that's why I went to IT. But overall, I've been doing photography and video now for probably close to 10 years, if not more. And I'm kind of enjoying it. A lot more work at the moment with drones. The drone component does come a lot more regularly, and a lot of people sort of prefer it. So the drones that I own is starting from the sort of smallest one, so it's Mini 5. I own a Mavic 4 Pro, which is probably one of the latest technologies at the moment, and also going up to Matrice M30T, so it's a thermal drone. It's a fairly big drone too. The next one I own and operate is Inspire 3 as well. So Inspire 3 is very much a cinema drone. It's a two operator drone. Essentially one person is flying, and then the other person will be on a camera, on a gimbal, moving the gimbal around. So we can get really unique shots. Beyond that, as mentioned, FPV drones as well. So I own probably about 7 or 8 FPV drones, from big 7-inch to be able to chase things like fast boats and other sort of fast moving vehicles, because that drone goes up to probably close to 130, 140 k's an hour. And then I've got a couple of smaller senior whoops as well, which senior whoops are the ones with the propeller guards, and the propeller guards are safe to fly around people.
So you can fly somewhere.
Yeah. So we did a lot of work like within the offices. I do a lot of work within factories and also warehouses that there's no other way of actually showing the actual warehouse or the factory other than from above, and getting closer to robots and other things that are essentially like
you don't use Avatar, yeah?
No, it's all custom built. So most of my drones are custom built drones. Avatar is great in a lot of spaces, but I found that Avatar was really good drone to learn with. You know what I mean? Where you almost have those training wheels where you've got that oh shit button where you can just press the button and the drone will just basically stop and hover, which is fantastic. You know what I mean? Saying that though, it's quite restrictive in a lot of spaces. So if you're flying, like in the past, what actually happened was when I was flying in a factory, for instance, and with the factory was actually really close to, like right next to the airport, and then as soon as the Avatar got the GIF of the GPS signal, it locked me out, saying, hey, you're right next to the airport, you're not allowed to fly here, you basically, that's it, you know what I mean? So it does have a couple of restrictions, and I feel like the custom made drone, I feel like a lot more responsible for it because I built it myself. And essentially what it is, it's I put trust in myself, and and I feel like I can push that drone a lot more as well. So like mounting of the camera is much easier. I can control the weight distribution on the drone, where Avata is you got only one camera, and if you start putting GoPros and whatever else,
so it's more like a closed ecosystem.
Correct. Yeah. So like last time I put in the GoPro on the Avata, what actually happened was it was blocking GPS signal, number one. Number two, it was kind of quite heavy, so you could just feel it sagging a bit on the motors. The front motors were working a lot harder. So that sort of space, and I mean, I really prefer the view from the GoPro. The GoPro, you can put the footage, I can get the footage really raw, log and unstabilized, and in post-production I can stabilize everything through the real steady, and the footage is really butter clean, you know what I mean, and it's such a nice footage. So yeah, that's basically it. We sort of got together with Volvo through Dimitri a little bit as well. We decided to sort of join forces and obviously help each other out and work together, collaborate on a lot of different shoots and help each other out. So enough of me talking. Volvo, how did you start with this? Because I mean, there's not an idea that sort of anyone off the street sort of chums up with, and you've done a fair bit of aerial other things. Can you walk me through it, man? Tell me, what have you started, what have you done, and how did this all come about?
Well, it feels like a bit a journey, like from any perspective you would probably look. Initially I first got involved with the flags through skydiving. I did fair bit of flag jumps in Russia. I started back then in like early 2010, somewhere about that time, with my friend Ruslan, very good friend, miss him a lot. We were together, like starting jumping with the flags, working on the container system, doing a lot of groundwork to understand how it works, how to open, make it safe, all that stuff. Then I continue the flag jumps in Dubai. I was actually planning we prepared everything for world record flag jump in Dubai, and unfortunately that got postponed, and then we just moved to Australia. So
with the world record though, can you share more info on that? So what kind of world record was it? Was the height or the big flag, or what?
The biggest flag.
Oh, the biggest flag
flown.
So how big was the flag for the world record?
Sorry, 50 by 100 meters, I think.
What?
Yeah.
100-meter flag.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And there was a bit of process to find the right fabric for the flag, so it needs to be really light. It took me quite some time to do that. Eventually I found it, we got the flag. The funny thing about that world record, actually, there was a mistake in Guinness book. They, in their translation from square feet to square meters, it was actually quite less than that, but we were already working with that 50 by 100 flag.
Yep.
So yeah, that was The flag
That's
itself
interesting.
was the flag itself was massive.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So
big.
what? So you didn't actually end up doing it because there was an issue with something, or
No, there was like the project. The project was postponed. Like they put the dates,
yeah.
moved the dates a little bit, and then eventually we just moved to Australia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and here I came here with the idea that I could do same stuff, do flag jumps,
Yep.
but wasn't doing much because there were players already in the market, the local ones, and I guess that's like they saw me as a competitor, which is fair enough.
So by jumping with the flag, obviously, so you were jumping with the flag, and then you thought to yourself, obviously, I can do this with the drone as well, right?
Well, with the drone, there was a little bit different story.
Okay.
I had a dream to build a heavy lifting drone for skydiving. Basically, yes. So the drone would be capable of lifting a tandem, which tandem is instructor plus his customer, and well, all the gear. So lift the tandem pair up to the altitude, and then people can jump.
Wow.
So create that relatively cheap aircraft, cheap to run, cheap to buy, maintain, store, because you don't need a runaway, you don't need expensive maintenance and hunger.
I think for that sort of stuff, we are very much still years and years and years and years away from that perspective. I mean,
in Australia,
with the rules and regulations at the moment in Australia, it's very hard.
This is like with my close friends, and one of them is engineer. We were working on a prototype.
Yeah, right.
Working on. We still work on rescue systems to make them kind of being deployed from a minimum altitude. So to be that kind of like helpful on really low altitude where you actually need it when you fly drones, because most of the jobs are done like relatively low, and most of the stuff is happening either on takeoff or landing anyway. So you need that rescue system to work on really low altitude. So we're still working on that, but it's really slow at the moment. And come back to the aircraft. We got to the point where we had design, but then that realization that this project needs proper funding, and I wasn't just able to
mate,
to support this project. The costs and
through the roof,
and managing something like that. I just realized I don't have enough
time and money,
knowledge and knowledge actually too, because it's a different level, like building something like this. So then I decided to combine my knowledge from flags and the drone industry, because I was thinking like how can I do something in the drone industry, because I'm still interested to be here and like still carrying this dream of eventually building or probably using off-shelf drones, just certify them for skydiving. So
you know what, so the drone that's behind us, that's the FlyCart 30. They only really came out what, about 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2023 or 4.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Yeah.
and I think I was one of the probably not one of the first, but not so many operators in Australia.
Yeah, Australia. Yeah, for it.
And then with coming back to the idea of flying drones, I've met one person, his name Mark. I've met him on one of the drone catch-up like networking events. We started actually testing this with the smaller drone, with build your own drone. I don't remember the brand. Cube, I think that was like from Cube or something.
Okay.
So we had that drone, and he had better knowledge like in terms of engineering stuff.
Yeah.
So we started working together. Flew like a small flag in the park, like really tiny one, like maybe 1 meter by 2 meters. That was kind of like a very beginning. I should probably have a video somewhere.
Yeah, give it to me. I'll stick it on.
So, and but then Mark, he got a real job. And
Real job.
And he had to kind of like he couldn't do drone stuff because of his job.
Yeah.
That was a conflict of interest.
Oh, right.
And with that small drone, I was actually trying to fly it myself. And I think something was wrong with GPS or something like that. I smashed the drone in a wall.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. And then I was like, well, I smashed that one.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy a bigger one.
Yeah, you smash one, you buy another one. That's
yeah,
exactly
and
right.
I start looking for a little bit bigger drone, and on Facebook Marketplace, I saw the ad for the drone, and that was Dima.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I got in touch with him. We chat about the idea.
Yeah.
I felt nice about him straight away. And I end up not buying the drone, but I end up having a good friend.
Yeah. That's
good.
Good.
He helped me a lot. And now thanks to him, we work together, and so much already done.
Well, you know what? It's like the drone community is actually quite small in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And if you're in it, you pretty much know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dimitri and I eventually, we met through drones as well. You know what I mean? So we started flying, FPV drones, and during and before COVID, we basically just caught up at the park, and that was the only thing that we could do in Melbourne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We sort of sat down, we did a few things, and then obviously, things were getting, a lot more serious in the space of drones, and we obviously got our certifications and everything else, and
Dima he just have that he has that really good energy.
Yeah, he's got a good he's got a can-do attitude. He's very knowledgeable as well, I must
vibing,
say. He's actually quite interesting to say if I'm not too sure something, and if I ask ChatGPT maybe or something like that, the next person will be Dima. You know what I mean? That I call. So he's very knowledgeable on a lot of things, and
humble. I would say really humble as well.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep much as well, I don't think. Every time I ring him at 12 o'clock at night, he's still up, and he's still does whatever,
doing some shit. So
but
Dima, we're very happy to know you. That's for sure.
But then going to back to the flag in that space, so the flag that we are flying and that we can provide to our clients, what's the size of that flag? Can you tell us?
Well, going forward from that first flag 1 by 2 meters.
Yeah.
Now we fly 9 by 18 meters flags.
Yep.
So
18 meters long and 9 meters wide, essentially. It's a big flag, and that drone can obviously lift that and more, right?
Yeah.
Well,
with the flag, it took some time, and it's to figure out with the best the best size, the best dimensions. Then like I understood one thing, that we have to use really good fabric for our flag, light, strong, because if you use heavy fabric, that creates so many
other problems.
And creates that domino effect. Like, you need to have more weight to keep it straight.
Yeah.
It creates more drag. More weight reduce the flying time, and it just drags more and more those little problems. So yes, these flags, they cost more because of the fabric, but I feel like it's a fair exchange.
Size, weight, and
flying time as well, and how it looks. So I can justify that.
So with you obviously done a fair bit of testing, and I mean, we both sort of went out to a lot of locations and test different types of flags and different types of weights and different setup of ropes and other things as well. So look, if anyone's sort of thinking about that sort of stuff, it's very tricky, and unfortunately we spent a fair bit of money. Well, you spent a lot more money than I did at the moment, but it does cost obviously a fair bit of money to be able to do a fair bit of testing and other things as well. So so at the moment, so what we basically did today, just walk through what we did today. So today one of our clients, the client was CFA. So CFA is Country Fire Authority. So it's a government-based
body,
I guess. Yeah. And they had a what was the event today that we fly?
They have a firefighter championship.
Oh, firefighter championship.
And I think it's like together with the volunteer.
Yep.
So they're getting volunteers for the services.
Yeah.
And the flag was designed by my very good friend Zhenya. Big shout out to him and his friend Nikita. They did amazing job with doing design in really short notice.
Yep.
Looked amazing, and yes, so that was a quite long journey.
It was, yeah.
But
look, and I think we
did it.
It's one of those things where we got to go where the work is. You know what I mean? And when the clients need us, and with myself, with my work, I travel a fair bit. From country Victoria to country New South Wales and country Queensland, and sometimes it's restrictive of what we can take and what we do. Driving is probably the cheapest and sort of the best option, because obviously the drone is behind us and we are in a little Corolla at the moment. That's
the better is as well. I mean, look, man, Corolla is the other shout out to this a little beast. Amazing.
It does work, so I'm not sure about the next drone. But anyway, but what it is, it's we got to go where the work is, and today was Starwell, country Victoria, and obviously quite far away. So we travel, and we obviously talking to
such a good company, huh? So
it's great. Well, we're both coming. What else we can talk about? So today just to give you an idea of what we've done today. So we came to the location. Obviously, Volvo did a lot of paperwork and research to make sure that we can fly and it's safe.
Permits.
Permits and authority, and then essentially we just want to make sure that we're doing everything by the book. So we're logging all the flights. We're making sure that there's people more than 30 meters away from us, so from the drone, and if anything goes wrong, the drone does have a parachute on it as well. So it will essentially just float nicely to the ground without any sort of and you can deploy that if we need to. But yeah, so we actually had a bit of an issue today where we had a one person coming up to us and they said, well, you can't fly here. And
from
we said, well,
department,
from the aviation department of CFA, and we were like, well, yes, we can, because we've done all the paperwork, we've done all the permits, we've done everything else, and then he was quite adamant that we couldn't. At the end, we kind of had a chat with him, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, cool."
I feel like he was reasonable and very polite, and like on what he has to do his job, and
correct.
That was great piece of knowledge for us as well to.
Well, look, sometimes when you're working with the bigger companies and things like CFAs, and it doesn't matter who, I guess, at the end of the day, people will come up to you and then ask you, hey, are you doing this safely? Are you doing this by the book? And making sure that there is no one that will get hurt if anything goes wrong. You know what I mean? And we did that, and like I said, we've got full insurance, we've got full certifications, we've got everything that we need to do legally. And look, both of us spent a lot of money on getting certified and getting our proper numbers and licenses and everything else. So it's an interesting one. But the main part of the job today was, take the drone up, attach the flag to it. So I was obviously on the flag, but I was controlling the drone, making sure that the drone is nice and safe. The wind picked up at one stage, so it was kind of
still manageable.
Yeah, it was still manageable. But getting the flag up, and then we had a fair bit of trees in the way as well, because there was quite a tight launch window site, and we basically had to navigate. And at one stage the flag was actually quite close to the trees, and I just wanted to make sure that we were on the headsets and making sure that we have a constant communication as well, and make sure that we have both eyes on the drone and eyes on everything else, essentially, right? So so the main part of the drone was fly up today, and depending on the wind and everything else, sometimes we don't even have to fly the drone around. The drone can be stationary in one location, and the wind will just pick it up and just push the flag along, which is kind of relative, quite good.
Relative I would say airspeed. So sometimes for the flag to be fully open, and like you just need to go up, and the wind will do the job for you. But and from one job to another, it could be a bit different.
Well, that's exactly right, and that's I think you were a bit nervous today. I mean, we've done a fair bit of flights, but in the areas
I mean, it's I think it was more like that the fact that right before the flight, we had that encounter with communication with
that guy,
with the chief of aviation department. And when you've done all your paperwork already, that was a long way process, in a way of getting everything done, making sure you tick all the boxes, and then
and this person just turns up from nowhere.
The person comes to you and says hey, actually you're in big trouble. Well, but we've done everything, and we have all the licenses, we can fly, we made sure we've done all our checks. So that was kind of probably the big reason for me to feel a little bit off.
Look, you're flying almost 100 kilo drone, with the whole accessories and everything else, so it's only natural, I think, and we've done flights in the different locations, and a lot more space. This was quite tight from that perspective as well. There was a lot of people there as well, so we just had to make sure that we are far away from everyone. But it was a good day. I think the weather really held out nicely, and I think we did really well on that space as well. So I think good job. Give me well done.
Thanks.
But thanks for listening, guys. I think we sort of for the first episode, probably a little bit longer, just to give you guys a bit more background about us, and give us a ODINFLY.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah. ODINFLY on Instagram, and YouTube. ODIN, right?
Fly, yep.
Fly.
Yeah.
And then for myself as well, 1x1 Media, and Dimitri is Umbrella FPV. So all of that's all of us. And if you got any questions, hey, shoot us a message, give us a DM or whatever else. We're pretty much here. We'll be doing this for a long time, and we're going to be part of the skies. So nice to see you. All the best.
Thank you, guys.
Ciao.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you. Okay, so that's the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you like, or if you can, give us a follow on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So ODINFLY, so ODIN.fly on both Instagram and YouTube, LinkedIn, and at the moment we don't really have much subscribers, so anyone with some feedback would be great to get extra info and support. Anyway, all the best. Thank you, guys.